Class 1, Active and Passive Voice. In this first class we will talk about the passive and active voice, but what are they? Before to give the definitions of active and passive voice, we need to explain what is voice. Well, the voice is a term that is used to denote the form of the verb which shows if the subject in a given sentence is the doer or receiver of the action. The voice of a verb describes the relationship between the action and the participants, subject or object in a sentence. Okay, now that we already know what is voice, let's define active and passive voice. Active and passive are the two grammatical voices in English. Neither is inherently better than the other, but each is suited to certain types of writing. Let us look into the two voices a little in detail with the help of the meaning and definition given below. What is active voice? The active voice in a sentence denotes that the noun or pronoun that acts as the subject in the sentence is the doer of the action. In other words, the subject performs the action or acts upon the verb. According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, the active voice is defined as the form of a verb in which the subject is the person or thing that performs the action. For example, they finished the work. In this sentences we have a subject, a verb, and an object. And in this case, the subject they acts on the object's work. And here are other examples. The teacher praises him. She posted the letter. I buy new books. What is passive voice? The passive voice, on the other hand, represents that the subject is one acted upon by the action or verb in the sentence. It can also be said that the passive voice indicates that the subject in the sentence is no longer active but passive. According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, the passive voice is defined as the form of a verb used when the subject is affected by the action of the verb. For example, the work was finished by them. In this sentences we have the subject, the passive verb, and the object. In this examples, the subject work is not the doer, it is being acted upon by the doer them. Here are other examples to clarify. He is praised by the teacher. The letter was posted by her. New books are bought by me. You are still not very clear about what the active and passive voice is? Well, let's look at a few differences. Analyzing the difference between the active voice and the passive voice is what will help you in a much better way to learn how to use the two voices effectively. Take a look at the following table to know how they differ. Active voice denotes that the subject is performing the action, while passive voice denotes that the subject is acted upon by the verb or action in the sentence. The active voice does not require a linking verb to make sentences, while the passive voice uses a linking verb followed by the past participle of the main verb. The active voice focuses on the doer of the action, while the passive voice comes in handy when the doer of the action is undetermined. Active voice has a direct, clear, and strong tone, while passive voice has an indirect, weak, and subtle tone. And examples for active voice could be: I decorated the hall. Devi gave Shanthi a gift. In the case of passive voice could be: the hall was decorated by me. Shanthi was given a gift by Devi. So, in this way we conclude our first class. Check out the following videos for better learning. See you.